Good morning and welcome back. Today we have Freeman Lester and Malcolm Hunter joining us from Bethel CME Church. Thank you both for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
I am so excited. You guys have been preparing for this weekend's event. What is this event happening?
So this is the second annual benefit concert for the Bethel CME Church. We're featuring the Fort Valley State University Gospel Choir in concert. They came last year. They blew the house down. This is a benefit concert, but this is also an event for evangelism. We want to spread the word of God to the community, and we have the amazing college students from Fort Valley State University that are coming to do it. It's this Saturday, April 12th at 6 p.m. at Bethel CME Church. We're located at 1668 Pine Avenue, Macon, Georgia, 31204.
You got this down. All right, and so I want to talk about this. This is the second year you're doing this. Freeman, why is this so important that you are bringing in really a wide group of people? You're getting college kids in, you're bringing them from Fort Valley State to the Macon community. Why is that so important that you're bringing everyone together?
It's so important because we have a young group of Christian people. You know, sometimes the younger people, they're cast off as being wild, but these are real solid people who really love the Lord, and they love to express it through music. They put on a wonderful show. It'll be a show to see.
That is incredible. And so I have to ask, this is year 2. Why did you decide that you need this event? Why did we need it here in Macon? What's the value of it?
Well, we always need to spread the love of Jesus, you know, and this was just a way to bring the community in. We wanted to step outside of the walls of Bethel and invite the whole Middle Georgia community in just to experience this. And I think this was just a great way. It's an upbeat event. It's a fun event. And it's a good event for fellowship as well.
All right, and I do love that. You're talking about it's upbeat, it's youthful, there's fellowship involved, and I think it is really important to create this excitement for this event. Freeman, why does this event mean so much to you and to the Bethel community?
Well, Bethel has a long history here in the Macon, Middle Georgia area. In fact, his grandfather was one of the keynote pastors in our community right here in Macon, Georgia. And Bethel just has such a rich history, and we want to keep Bethel out in front of the community because we have such a good history of serving the community, good pastors, and a lot of our members are Fort Valley State alumni.
Wow, and so it really is a lot of rich history. I think it's important you mention, the Fort Valley history to it as well. But I think something important is this isn't just for folks at Bethel. This is really a community event. Why is it so important to you, Malcolm, that you make this inclusive for everyone? What message do you want people to know who maybe don't go to Bethel, maybe they've never experienced this? What do you want them to know about this event?
We want to introduce people to Jesus. We want to introduce them to the love of God, and we also want to bring people to Bethel as well. This is not just a Bethel event. This is a community event, and so that's what we want to stress. Yes, it's being hosted by Bethel CME Church, but this is very inclusive to everyone. We just want to bring everyone in for a good evening of fun. We have a host who's a Christian comedian that's going to bring some laughter. So we just want people to come in and just have a good time on a Saturday evening, change up the pace a little bit.
All right, and so for $20, you get to experience all of this. Freeman, for someone who maybe has never stepped foot in a church, maybe is a little hesitant, but they like what they're hearing. They hear the music, they hear the comedian. What do you want to tell people who have never maybe stepped foot in a church before and are maybe a little interested in showing up to this event?
Well, I want to tell people, first of all, that you don't have to be a moron to be a Christian. You can be light-hearted and airy. You can be a very presence in the community. You don't have to be a monk to be a Christian. It's a good place to come fellowship and meet people and grow spiritually. I think the young people and people all over this community need to get back into coming to church and being in an organized congregation, and just fellowship with people and share love.
I think that's the big thing, love and community. And this event is open to everyone. I do want to point this out. This is not just for Bethel CME. This is not just for Macon. This is really inviting everyone to come to this event. So if you want to find out more about this, it's only $20. Show up. You can buy your tickets in advance. You can buy your tickets online. We will have this flyer on our website, like we had said. Malcolm said, this is this Saturday.
Yes.
This Saturday.
Okay, mark your calendars, right?
Yes.
And just show up.
Yes.
Just come on.
And come see Jack O. Davis.
There you go.
He's a world-renowned comedian, and he posture himself as a Christian comedian. So that'll be interesting to see as well.
I'm ready for some good jokes. All right, mark your calendars. We're going to have all this on our website, 41nbc.com. Thank you both so much for being here today.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.